What is up, everybody? It is Gandhi Ganges back here again with another video. So we're going to be getting into Tower of God. Is it God or gods? Let me just make sure. Yeah. Or Kami no To. Now, I know absolutely nothing about this anime whatsoever. I'm coming in here completely blind. I have no idea whatsoever what this is about. None at all. I apologize if you guys are hearing, my phone going off in the background. I do apologize for that. So, yeah, we're gonna be getting into Tower of God episode 1, and sadly, this is being recorded with OBS, so I won't be able to edit the footage. It is what it is at the moment, but hopefully, you guys still enjoy the reaction. And we're gonna begin. Hopefully, you guys could hear the audio as well, coming from possibly my headsets, because for some reason OBS isn't recording my computer screen audio. Wait, hold on. Let me pause it for a second. I should rephrase this. I don't know anything about this anime, but I did hear that this was um, a webtoon original. I gotta turn down my ringtone because I really don't want you guys having to deal with this constantly. But as I was saying before, um, I did hear that this is originally a webtoon. Now, I don't even really know what a webtoon is. Hopefully you guys don't think I'm living underneath a rock or something. But yeah, I don't even know what a webtoon even really is. um, but yeah. But anyway, let's go continue with this. That's an interesting. I feel like this is Chinese music, right? This isn't Japanese. I feel like this is actually Chinese music going on. Hmm. Okay, so I guess like in order to find what they're going for, he just got swallowed up. To whatever they're trying to find, I guess they have to go through they have to like go through all these trials and tribulations if you climb the tower. Their end and their beginning. So they die? Wait. So does that mean that they actually die? She said it's their end and their beginning. So I guess these two main characters end up dying. I don't know, but we saw the boy get swallowed up by this monster or spirit. And probably not even a monster. Probably more so like an otherworldly spirit or something, a different entity. Well, this is quite a different opening. I got goosebumps, man. I'm digging that. I'm digging that a lot. A little Japanese rap in here. Yeah, like usually you don't see like I shouldn't say see, but you don't hear this type of, at least I've never heard this type of an anime opening. This is different. It's a lot more modern. That drop. Mm. It's a pretty cool effector with the eagle sound. I really did dig that a lot, actually. So the main character's name is probably Bam, and that's the two people who the two people who I think he was referring to. Forget about me. What's going on? Are they in? It's as if she's. Hold on. I feel like it's as if she's saying like her goal in life is even more important than even him. I feel like, in a certain sense, that she's willing to leave him behind for her goal. So, but we don't know what her goal is and what she really wants. But we know that you can achieve something once you reach the tower. So it's a little bit depressing that she probably, he's probably getting cucked by by her own ambitions. But whatever. um, but you just have to pray for me. So she's gonna go through the trials, whatever she's gonna go through, and it's not, certain that she will per se die. I don't know. I feel like if she's to die, this will motivate him to become stronger. Right now, he's giving off the impression that he's not like a too strong of a main character. Like he's very dependent on her. Is that an Aurora inside a cave? Oh, I get it. So it's opening up for him too. So he's gonna go in and he's gonna go for her. So she's going for her goal. She's going to want to achieve her goal, and he's trying. He's gonna try to climb the mountain so he can get her. I guess. I guess it's like. I guess it's kind of like. I don't know if this is a right analogy or not. This is gonna be a really crappy analogy, okay? But it's kind of like a cat chasing after a mouse, and I don't know any animal that eats a cat, but let's say a lion is chasing after the cat as well, except this kid is clearly not a lion. They're all kind of on equal terms, but she's chasing after one goal and he's chasing after her. Is what I assume is really going on here. And I need to stop doing this. And I guess that was the hand of God. The white steel eel and bell. It's pretty cool images in the background. And color scheme too. Head on. So that's an actual town. Interesting how he's calling him master. But he doesn't look like a good guy at all either. But who knows? He might be kind of ambiguous, like not good or bad. There's some dubstep coming in. This is like really cool execution in terms of like the music, in my personal opinion. That was what swallowed him up, right? Or did that or did that swallow him to transport him to a different area? And you'll take it, of course. I knew it. What? Did she just stop him, or what's going on? High quality pocket is too good for you. That's why I said I feel like he's not really good or bad. He's kind of like in between. But maybe he does kind of care for her because I if he didn't, I would think he would snitch on her. But who knows? But these guys are clearly good people. Or does the stakes of what they're going after raise depending on how like for them to climb the tower, whatever their goal is, may increase the trials and tribulations that they have to face. Um, you get what I'm saying. Basically, depending on how important their goal is, will increase the level of difficulty. But in terms of climbing the tower or climbing the tower. He seems agile. It's kind of like an interesting low blow. He's agile, which he's small, so he can move around fast because he doesn't. Whatever. You're gonna call him cute? No, he's not gonna do it. And she's actually gonna give him it. Interesting. He wants to climb the tower to go for her. And I think that was symbolism in that shot just now. So is this gonna become his weapon, or it's not gonna become his weapon necessarily? But nah. If she did fall in love that easily, I was gonna be like, it's kind of cliche. And this isn't amazing, giving me any cliche vibes. So I'm wondering how he's gonna defeat this thing. Possibly the sword comes with some magic, like attributes or something like that. Why is he just standing still? I don't get that. What's he doing? Why did he just stay there? Hold on. Okay, I get he's gonna probably get out of the stomach of the beast. Unless was this planned? Like did he plan to go in the belly of this beast? Cause to me, I'm kind of like, why would he just let it swallow him up? Like, what's going on? Like, hopefully he's got a plan. Okay, I get it. Okay, fine. All right. So he knew what he was doing. I got goosebumps off that statement. This is pretty interesting. So, this kid clearly isn't like he's a novice, but he's a talented novice. Interesting. Wait, don't tell me it's gonna end. All right, it isn't gonna end. I felt like it was gonna end. That eye is kind of almost like a mouth that's like mischievously smiling, and it's not gonna break. He might break the sword at that point. Who is that? Is that a girl who's in the ball? I don't know. Who is that? Or is that her in the past? Is that the girl who we saw in the, or is that him from a younger age? That's probably him from a younger age. Yeah, it's him. That flute is beautiful in the background. So is the answer his emotions, strong emotions, and courage? I feel like that's what they're getting at right now. Saying that she shines bright, and also because she's warm. So is the answer to look within himself? All right. Well, at least she does actually care. She does actually care. So he's gonna get a power up here, obviously. He's gonna go straight up Bankai mode. It's gonna swallow him first, I feel like. Or never mind, it didn't get the chance. So this kid clearly has some like hidden talent embedded within him, man. So that's the spirit within the sword. What's interesting is that she's asking him, do you want to climb the tower? And clearly they establish like she doesn't really like listen to specifically anyone, but she listened to him. But she didn't really know his motivation. So I feel like she can't like read his mind, but she was able to sense something, within his, I guess within his spirit or something like that. That made her like kind of more attracted to him. Not attracted, but you get what I'm saying. Oh, please, come on, don't turn this into a harem. Is this a harem anime? I just realized that. She said since you have a cute face. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. She actually defended him. Oh, okay. She got him out of there. She's saying that, but she's actually kind of got a good heart, actually. But it's still alive. Did he just kill it? I think he just sentenced it to death. It was like if you can't accomplish your goal of killing him, then you're not worthy of living. I feel like. And like how the blood was turned green because of the light. That to me is kind of okay. That's kind of hitting my heart a little bit bad there, like because it's kind of like I get it, but I feel like in normal circumstances, as long as you know someone and you have a deep relationship with them, you still are gonna want to see them. You're gonna be happy to see them nonetheless, right? But she's like, she'll already have had some time without you, so I'm a little worried about that. Like what that's supposed to mean. Maybe like she actually, the girl who our main character Bam is going after, probably like maybe somewhere deep within her subconscious thoughts maybe associates Bam with maybe certain problems, right? Like maybe she even thinks of Bam as like just a tiny bit of a burden, but she's a really nice woman on the surface, so she doesn't really like tell Bam that straight out. Possibly. And that's beautiful, man. That is straight up beautiful. Are they sweet? He's eating them. Why would he eat them though? I guess to see. I guess it was to see maybe if it was real grass to see what the material was, or things like that, just to scout out his environment. But I don't think you could even do that just by like feeling it. No, I don't know. Interesting. So this is probably gonna like create this sort of like battle royale, like situation. It kind of reminds me of Hunter x Hunter, with Gon and when he was in that when they came off the boat and Hisoka went first. You know what I'm talking about if you watch Hunter x Hunter. If you haven't, I mean, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you probably haven't seen Hunter x Hunter. But yeah, so he's already getting caught. I think. Oh no, that's his weapon. But it's It's a sword or a dagger right now. Ooh, she's got some actual like strong opponents. It seems, and he's trying to kill him straight up. Who killed him? She's gonna go after you next, boy. Oh, him. Or he is gonna go after you next. Whoa, son! Yo! Yo! Man, I thought he was gonna be a. Nah. Nah. That gave me goosebumps. Yo, this man had main character hair flowing in the wind. And watch, I bet you this dude who just sniped him is gonna get shot easily. Watch, I'm telling you, he's gonna get shot. I predict it. He's either gonna get shot or a rock is gonna come flying and take a chunk off his head. Yo, man got shot and he went flying. I did not expect him to that. Like, I expected him like a split second before he. I expected him to shoot, or at least attempt to shoot. Or I thought it was a girl. I thought she was going to shoot our main character Bam. But nah. And this is interesting because strength doesn't mean crap here. And now I mean, at first I thought that possibly the sword wasn't. I thought possibly the sword that he has, or the spirit within dwelling within his sword, wasn't coming out, or I'm gonna call it his Bankai wasn't coming out, because maybe she's not. She finds, how to say it, her wielder feeling fear is not something that's going to attract her or get her to come out of her shell. It's only the emotions of courage and bravery that's really going to push her to come out of her shell. But in situations like fear, not really, and that she really doesn't really care for his life per se. She just finds him interesting. Um, but now that I think about it, maybe she planned that. Maybe she does kind of care for him, but she just didn't do it because if she had, she probably would have gotten hurt herself. Like it's kind of like why come out in the open and show everybody who's spectating you your powers? Why give everyone an indication to what you're all about? Why tell the enemy all of your secrets when you could stay concealed and your enemies can go kill off each other? You know? And that's probably what's going on here. She probably knows what's happening in this type of environment, so she purposely didn't come out because she didn't want to expose herself and expose the abilities. And now he's running away. He might get shot, but he's gonna die. I'm telling you, he's gonna die. I knew he was gonna die. That kind of reminds me of the Gantz ball. Really, if you guys ever seen Gantz. I only saw like 2 episodes of Gantz, so I might react to that at some point. This dude has a similar design to the other guy. So now he's going to gain some actual battle experience here. Oh, interesting. So he didn't kill him. I thought he was going to die, but no. He's going to break his gun straight up, right? Oh, gosh. I feel like this guy is low key a peacemaker. He's low key a peacemaker, like, really. Because he could have killed him. Or maybe he didn't do it because he's more, not that he's a peacemaker, is that he's noble. And because what he just said, like, he probably is kind of like, there's no interest in killing a prey who's not worthy. Hmm. He killed him easily. True. Oh, okay. So now they're kind of split. Are they gonna fight one at a time? What's going on here? And he probably has a misunderstanding. He probably only saw the weapon that the kid's holding, but he didn't quite understand that the kid's, like, as the other guy quickly noticed, the kid has weak knees. So he's probably um maybe not as observant or as perceptive as the other kid with the white hair. I'm curious how old these people are. And it's already done. All right, so we're gonna see the ending. The opening was fire. Like I've That's a very interesting opening. This is already an interesting ending. I mean, talking like musically speaking, it's interesting. It's got like credits instead of like a slideshow, and auto tune for the ending. Interesting touch. Um, I like it, but I don't know if it's a 10 out of 10 for me. It sounds a little bit kind of airy, a little bit like I can hear an occasional, you know what I'm talking about. So I don't know if I really dig that. I do dig it. I definitely like it. I don't know if it's like a 10 out of 10 for me though, as I was kind of expecting. But yeah, That sounds very Americanized, though. Like, I know it's in Japanese, but, like, the style of it sounds very Americanized. Like, very, very Americanized. Oof. My computer is about to die. 1 second, guys. I wish this wasn't an OBS so I could actually edit this out, but I can't. Ugh. Oof. Hopefully this isn't too loud for all you beautiful folks out there. I swear, if I had a more powerful computer, I could just easily edit this out, but I can't. I can't edit my videos. Oh, that's so terrible. Whatever. But let's continue it here. I do like it though, as I said before. I don't want to see any previews for it. No, man, this was definitely fire. I feel like this this could have. I don't really gravitate towards animes that kind of utilize this type of a style. Um, Reason being is just because it's a little bit too. It comes off a little bit too childish for me, and I don't really like it when animes have the classic, I look like I'm 5, but I'm actually like 25. I don't really like it when animes pull that trope. But this isn't really quite on that level. This isn't anything near that level. But still, still has that very cute art style, which isn't always my most favorite thing. I typically prefer more gritty styles, but not just gritty. I still prefer light styles as well. But regardless of what, the art is still beautiful as heck. I got nothing to complain about on the art. The animation is, so far from what I can tell, it's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. I had nothing to really complain about. This was a fire episode, man. I probably didn't seem as excited. That's just only because I was kind of more drawn into everything happening all at once. But yeah, this is definitely fun. The opening's fire. The storytelling seems to be quite fire. Um, Another thing that I kind of find is a little bit of a negative that was possibly taking me out a little bit was the whole harem idea with every girl thinking that he's absolutely cute. Except at the same time, I feel like so many. I'm telling you right now, I can already predict it just from what I've seen already. No homo. I mean, no homo. I'm wearing socks right now, as you can see. I'm wearing socks. But I feel like a lot of the guys in this anime, at least from a girl's perspective, are quite attractive. So, you know, I don't know where I was leading with that, but oh yeah, I remember now. With the whole harem point, I don't know. I don't really know, but that seems like a little touch of fan service. But who knows? Like I really don't feel like the main character is really that special. Because if you compare him to the looks of like even that other guy with the blonde hair, you know what I mean? Like um. So again, that tells me that this is definitely fan service. Um, this has a bit of fan service embedded within it, which isn't a negative completely. It's not a positive and it's not really a negative for me personally. But regardless of what out of 10, I'd probably give this episode like a solid 9.5. Because this is pretty engaging, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was pretty engaged throughout the episode. Like, I didn't ever feel bored or anything like that. Um, but yeah, the storytelling seems pretty fire. There's symbolism embedded throughout. I really want to see the reaction of the girl when he finally gets to see her again. She said for him to pray for her. Hopefully she's not dead by her trying to achieve her goal. This is obviously a game of kind of like cat and mouse, but it's more so like a cat trying to chase a mouse and another cat trying to chase that cat. I need to go back to the beginning. Like, I'm not sure if the girl is his mother or that's his lover. I'm not quite sure. Actually, let's go quickly see that just for a second. Let's maybe load down the volume just so that, to avoid copyright, too much. I really do wish I could edit this. I'm only doing this just so that I could see, like, I just realized. So, these are the characters who we're gonna meet along the road. We haven't even met that other guy yet, and that's the girl. Help them, right? No, there's someone else. She's into fashion. I think this is showing all of their, like, all of the things that these different characters value, and this kid values, what does he value? Clothes, riches, money, what? And this kid wants revenge. That's the kid who we also saw before. I feel like I'm getting spoiled now. Now that I went back to transcend all such things. Oh, and I guess you can go for something that's even beyond that. But the kid's not going for well, that's kind of open to interpretation as to whether the kid is going for something that's beyond revenge and beyond money riches, because he's going after this girl, and this girl can be interpreted as, again, I don't know if she's a lover at the moment or if she's like a lover or a mother. I don't know, um, but or a sister. I don't really know really any of those things. But what he's going for, in a certain sense, is quite noble. So I guess it's open to interpretation as to whether it's above revenge and above money and riches and all of that. And I feel like that was another character as well when they said to transcend all of those things. So that might be another character who's aiming for something else. Would you risk your life to climb the tower? Climb the tower and everything will be yours. The top of the tower exists everything in this world, and all of it can be yours. You can become a god. Very interesting. All right. So the Tower of God can become literally. I feel like you can even make it so that way the tower can even be yours. That's quite an interesting perspective. Like, I'm gonna explain what I mean by that, and hopefully I remember it by the time I'm done with this. But let's just continue to see our main point. And Bam, the boy who needed nothing but her, their end and their beginning. Okay, so it clearly doesn't exactly say as to whether it doesn't really say as to whether his relationship with this girl. I get it. Okay. I thought I could have swore it did. I could have swore it did, but it doesn't. Um. As for what I found interesting was that this tower, I feel like in a certain sense, what they're getting at in this anime is like this tower, it transcends time. It transcends literally everything, even the concept of reality. Because think about it, if you could literally, go for anything that you want and you could become a god, think about it this way: you could even technically become not just a god, but if you become a god, right, and you say, if you're a god now, right, you can do. That's basically like saying you get unlimited wishes because you could do anything you want at that point. You could end the world. You could create more towers. You could get rid of the tower. You could do whatever you want. but at the same time, that gets rid of the purpose of the tower, because I'm sure there's maybe been some people have. Well, that's another question. Has anybody ever really passed the stage of, climbing the tower? Has anybody ever done it? That's a question that I think needs to be answered. Because if there are people who have, succeeded in um in climbing the tower, but maybe I doubt it. I doubt it because this girl clearly said like there weren't many, or I feel like there wasn't anybody who was able to call out that spirit within that sword that she gave our main character Bam. Um, and if no one was able to call out even the spirit within that sword, then it's even more doubtable that anyone would have climbed the tower before. But if someone has, then I feel like that would create this invulnerable, or it would create this sense of invulnerability even beyond invulnerability, you know, within the tower. Because if a god decides I could do whatever I want, and the god decides, well, I'm going to get rid of the tower, what happens if there's someone else who's in the middle of trying to climb the tower? So maybe there's even like multiple dimensions of people trying to climb the tower, and maybe you're just a god in one dimension. I don't know, but I feel like the concept of this tower is even transcending even just one dimension. It's across many dimensions, and maybe even many dimensions might even be a theme within the show. But that's just my speculation. Hopefully, this to me is coming off as very like, it's like explosion of thoughts. I don't know. Hopefully you guys are getting what I'm saying, because I feel like I'm not really relaying it too well. But hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. But anyway, that ends this review and whatever. This was a great episode. We're gonna move on to the next one, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Stay awesome and stay safe. Right? I don't want any one of you guys in bad health. Stay awesome.